I have a problem.
I have a problem. I have a problem. And we can help.
Trina, I have a problem.
Well, what's your problem? It is first important to interpret it. This involves defining the problem and assigning it to a category. By defining the problem, you can get a clear idea of the exact dimensions of the issue.
I don't know if I'll have enough money for college or even what college I want to go to. I have to figure out how to pay for college, which includes a total cost such as my tuition, books, lab fees, housing, transportation, and everything else.
Well, I can see that you have a problem, but don't you want to know what kind of strategy you should use to solve it?
There's more than one way? What do you mean? Aren't they all the same? I just want to get the problem solved. What are all these strategies?
Well, no, not exactly. There are algorithms and heuristics.
Huh?
An algorithm is a step-by-step method of problem solving that guarantees a correct solution. This is more straightforward. For example, you can create a spreadsheet detailing plans for income-producing activities and projected expenses for each year of college. But then there's the more complicated heuristics, which are rules of thumb that help in simplifying and solving problems. Unfortunately, heuristics do not guarantee a correct solution.
So you mean even if I go through heuristics, my problem may not be solved? But my friends have told me about different ways to pay for college and make a choice.
That's called information retrieval. It's when you retrieve pertinent information from long-term memory. For such as when if you recall what a friend told you about her success in combining student loans and money earned from a part-time job to pay her expenses. But you have to make sure this information is correct, or else your problem won't be solved. But don't worry, with experience and expertise, you can get better at solving problems.
Can't you just help me solve my problem?
Well, you can get better at solving problems by visualizing. Visualizing is a problem-solving strategy in which principles or concepts are drawn, diagrammed, or charted so they can be better understood.
Okay, I think I'm starting to get this now.
Good. Now let's start solving problems. We can try different ways to work this out.
Okay, so I've heard of means and analysis. What does that mean?
Means and analysis is a well-known heuristic tactic. The process requires identification of discrepancies that exist between a current situation and the achievement of a goal, and then making changes that will reduce the differences.
So as I work towards solving my problem, I should regularly evaluate whether the means I choose are leading towards the ends that I desire?
Exactly, that's how it actually gets its name.
But what if I can't get the big picture right away and I start to get overwhelmed by this whole college process?
Well, then maybe the formation of sub-goals will help work better for you.
Oh, sub-goals. So you mean the intermediate, more manageable goals used in one heuristic strategy to make it easier to reach my final goal?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Usually this can be more efficient than attempting to tackle the whole problem at once.
Oh, so in problem solving, I should always think about moving forward with either my sub-goals or the means and analysis?
Yes, except for if you want to try the working backwards strategy. In some cases, it helps to work backwards from the solution. This heuristic procedure requires consideration of the goal, conceptualization of steps necessary to solve the problem, and then accomplishing the steps nearest the goal first. For example, in planning for college, you first must choose the college, then determine what costs will be, then select a job and prepare for getting that job that will allow that amount to be earned. Or first determine what the college's entrance requirements are. And then plans for all those once they're met, then you can keep on going from there.
Wow, that's really extensive. Does it really work?
You will never know unless you try. And if you try, then you can see your problem is solved.